Art Fluff XL, where romance meets Nihongo. Before that, if you love visual novel or otome games, or if you want to learn Japanese with otome games and experience some heart fluffy romance, I suggest you to subscribe to this channel and follow my Twitch because I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Happy New Year, everyone! Oh my god, it's already 2025! And for the first video this year, I decided to make my very own Otome Wrapped 2024 Elsh Edition. Last year, I spent so much time playing a bunch of otome games. And yeah, other games too. But otome games remain my main focus. Ever since I started learning Japanese and otome games began getting localized, my dedication has grown rapidly. Of course, I also played and finished other cozy games, but I will talk about those in another video. 2024, it's been an exciting year because I finally discovered more about my taste in otome games, which has helped me figure out what to look for in the future. If you are curious about how to find the perfect otome game for yourself, I already made a video on that, so feel free to check it out. One thing I'm super proud of is how much my Japanese skills have improved. Understanding dialogue has become so much easier than it used to be, and that's made my experience even more enjoyable. To wrap it all up, I created my Otome Wrap for 2024, including all the otome games I played last year. It's not just about 2024 releases because honestly, I think I only played 1 or 2 releases from last year. I'll catch up on those in 2025. Here's what you can expect in my Otome Wrap. My top 5 otome games of the year, most memorable scenes, best soundtrack, favorite route, favorite ending, best MC of the year, love interest of the year, favorite side character, and the most unexpected ally that I felt of the year. Okay, now let's jump into my top 5 otome games first. Actually, I already spilled it in one of my videos, but yes, it has changed. It has changed, guys. Starting from the 5th place, it's still Crimson Flower or Koezaru wa Akai Hana. I haven't finished or continued this after I played Suren and Naran, and I'm currently on Nose Route, so that's why it's still in 5th place. There's a chance the order will change, but for now, it's like this. Koezaru wa Akai Hana tells the story of Nala, a girl who lives in the southern country Rus, and she lost her mom at a young age when her mom was taken away by the northern country Nasla. Several years after that day, Nala is adopted by the royal family and begins passing her days peacefully. However, the nightmare returns with an attack by Nasla army to steal women. I have to admit that Crimson Flower has good storytelling to begin with, so that's why it's already made it to 5th place. It has potential. Okay, in 4th place is Radiant Tale, our circus theme healing otome game where we bring happiness to all the people. This game healed my heart when I play it. But why did I decide to keep it in 4th place? It's because I've seen otome games with better story execution for other routes. But still, it's a good game. I already gave my thoughts on it, so you can check out my review video. Also, in 4th place is Winter's Wish, a historical super fantasy otome game where our MC holds a special power. She can see human emotions and suddenly gets called by an organization called Oniwaban, they're not human, to help destroy monsters created by human negative emotions. This game shows how she develops romance with this Oniwaban boys. I've already talked about this game in some of my videos where I call it underrated, which you can watch here. But the conclusion, they had perfect execution of their story with a nice balance between plot, comedy, and romance, which is really nice, especially since it's rare to find such balance in a plot-heavy otome. They did well. And because I really love fantasy, this already holds a special place in my heart. Their story was done perfectly, combining historical and fantasy elements in such a good way. Why are these two games tied? Winter Switch has weakness that Radiant Tail doesn't, and vice versa. They complement each other, which is why I can rank one higher. They hold the same place in my heart. If you're still unsure about playing this game, you can wait for my review because I will try to help you figure out if this game is for you or not. And for third place, actually, there's none for now. So I'll give this place to an honorable mention that might take my top 3 in the future. Snowbound Land. I know you might not have heard of it because it's only on PSP. This game is such a hidden gem. It is so good. I'm still in their common route and never has a long common route intrigued me this much. Maybe it's solely because of the characters and the story behind it. Like, it's crazy interesting, guys. At least for me. And Automate, if you're watching this video, can you please port this game to the Switch or even Steam, please? Well, I doubt it will be on Steam, but let's just hope. Like, seriously, I'd even buy this special edition for it if you give it a port. It's a need, not a one. It's a need. It tells the story of the original Snow Queen from Hans Christian Andersen's tale. If you love that kind of story, this game will most likely hook you. You need to love fantasy to enjoy this. Like, seriously. Oh, and it has that Disney vibe too. Second place is Hanayakanari Waga Ichisoke. I think I've already mentioned this game a lot, like a lot, and it tells the story of our MC who works as a maid for this privileged family, and oh boy, does this family have their own drama going on. I've already made a review about this, and it is such a unique work that has its own charm, unlike other games, so just check out my review if you want to know more. And the first place is... well, I think you already know because I've mentioned this game a lot too. The exciting news is this game has mixed reviews in the West. I don't know what to say about my taste in Otome games, but as you can see, my taste is quite different from others. Well, it's okay. A perfect Otome game is the one that resonates with you. And I mean, I still recommend games I dislike to other audience because I realize everyone has a different taste. So, this game is Matsurika no Kei. It's a Chinese folklore, fantasy, historical Otome game that I really love. This is the only game that made me feel genuinely sad when I finish it. I wish I could rewind time and experience it for the first time again. This game is the one that healed my burnout, so it really holds a special place in my heart. And they're going to release an FT soon, so I'm going to meet the boys again. Now, let's dive into the most memorable scenes that made me laugh, cry, or gasp in surprise. There are actually a few, but if I had to choose, I would say the most impactful scene that I really love would be Suren from Crimson Flower and Pashalia from Radiant Tail. Okay, I'll try not to give any spoiler. There's something that Suren did that made me bawl my eyes out. It's really that memorable for me. I have never cried while playing Otome games. Getting touched, yes I have, but crying over a game and crying like a river? Nope, I have not. But Suren changed my mind. You would think of him as a red flag boy, but actually he's so charming and full of surprises. I mean, coming from Suren himself. I love him so much. Just a little sneak peek. That memorable scene is on Naran's route, not Suren's route. Suren shines so much in that moment. If you have played it, I think you know exactly what I mean. And for Pashalia, that scene is really memorable to me. I can't tell you which scene because it would be big spoiler, but it truly shows how big and strong their love is. I love it so much. It is so beautiful, and Pashalia is so endearing. I love him. Love him, love him. Speaking of emotional moments, the music also plays a huge role in creating these memories. That's why the next category is Best Soundtrack. Actually, there are lots of opening and ending songs that I like, but if I want to be frank, the best soundtrack where I love every single piece is the one and only Matsurika no Kei. Maybe it's because I love Chinese instrumental, so that played a big part, and other games also had good soundtracks, but Matsurika no Kei takes it to the next level. I remember how much I love it. It made my journey with Matsurika so much more enjoyable. And we have my favorite route, the one I cherish most for its unforgettable journey. When I say favorite route, I mean a route where I enjoy every single bit from start to finish. It's a solid route, no dull moments, and it's perfect to me. The character's personality, their background story, the execution of the story, the romance, and the way it ends, it's all flawless. For me, that's Ruo from Matsurika no Kei. I was very surprised to see that most people in the West don't seem to like Ruo very much because of something that he did. But if you look at his perspective and his past, I kinda get him, and well, he's just so endearing. Did I mention he's handsome too? The reason Ruo is my favorite route is because everything about it is perfect. I felt so happy when they finally reached their happy ending. I love everything they gave us about his past. It also had heart-wrenching moments that made me crazy and hooked. It's perfect to me. It's even better because the voice actor did such a good job, like crazy good. And what's a great route without a satisfying ending? Yep, it's my favorite endings now. And wow, I can pick just one because there are so many endings that hooked me last year. And one of them is Rua's good ending, and also Senna's God ending. It made such a big impression on me that it made me think about their ending even though I already finished Senna's route. I even love it more than the heaven ending. Their love feels so genuine and it is so romantic to see them. So beautiful. I even made that CG like my background because I just love it that much. I also love Yuichi's Zoro ending. And why? Because I can see it in my eyes how Yuichi really loved our MC Susuno. And coming from Yuichi, who is a meanie at first, that just feels so heartwarming. The way he cares about her, I can't say much, you just need to play it. But I would say that Winter's Wish Sorrow ending just really describes the title of the ending. It is sorrowful, heartful, and it can really satisfy an Otome gamer who loves tragic sorrow endings. So, yeah, this is your chance to grab the game. And I love all the sorrow endings except one, but I would say Yoichi's is my most favorite. Coming to the next ending, which is the last, is Pasalia's ending. The two of them, it is so sweet, like candy. And I'm so happy seeing them look lovey-dovey. I feel so single seeing that. And they look gorgeous there. It made me so excited to see DFD after seeing their ending. And of course, we can't forget about our MC. That's MC, our main character. There are two this year, and the one that I love is Tifalia from Radiant Tale and Susuno from Winter's Wish. They are pretty similar in a way, but Susuno is more like a timid one compared to Tifalia, but Susuno is not weak, okay? At first, I thought she would be like a weak MC who always wants or needs to be protected. Well, I like to be protected, but I thought she would be the type who can fight, like, just didn't try anything. But to my surprise, Susuno actually wants to try to help everyone because she doesn't want to be bothered. She's trying to do what she can, like fight or anything. And she's also pretty straightforward about her feelings, and if she made a mistake, she would acknowledge it and be willing to change. I adore her. She's so cool. On the other hand, Tifalia, I love her from the beginning. I think it's because she reacts the same way as I would. The way she expresses herself, she's also straightforward about her true honest feelings. Like, she would tell them to their face, and how she handles the boys. Oh my, I love her. She doesn't beat around the bush or drag out her feelings. Now from here, you know what kind of MC that I love? Next category is Best Love Interest or Ally of the Year. To be honest, I got a lot of eternal love lists. I got a lot of favorites, so it's really hard to choose them. But I managed to shorten the list, and this is my top 3. Let's start with the third place, and it's Minami, Koyo, and Sena from Nine Grip. Triple trio and my ultimate favorites of Nine Grip. Don't ask me to choose one, okay? I can't. You have no idea how hard I tried to shorten this list. Minami is an incubus and devil, but I really love how his love was shown. Like he truly cares about the MC so much. And the root is that typical enemies to lovers trope, which I love. I love hearing Minami's voice, which is like a cute little devil kid, but he can also soften his voice toward the MC, showing how worried he is about her. On the other side, Senna. Wow. Senna's way of loving melts my heart. I can't say much, but just imagine it's love between a human versus a ghost. What do you think? What do you think would happen? Are you getting the full picture? I hope you did, because that means this is your sign to play history. And Koyo. One word, his boyfriend material. He takes care of the MC a lot, blushes a lot, super cute, no comment, he's perfect. The second place is Enrai from Matsurika no Kei and Shoko from Nil Amirare no Tenbin, double tsundere. From the meanie to the caring guy toward the MC. Like, gosh, Enrai's voice when he speaks to others versus the MC is so different. And he made my heart beat so fast from beginning to an end. He doesn't want the MC to suffer. I love him so much. And Shogo, my adorable boy from Nil Ado, his blush and flustered expressions are so adorable, especially how he loves and supports the MC. He even has the best confession scene out all of the Otome games that I played. And first place comes to Shiki from Dance with Devils and Suren from Crimson Flower. Okay, Shiki, really? He is your first? Yep, it is. I mean, I'm also surprised to see that I love him deeply, and he deserved that first place. If you have watched my Twitch stream, you would see the impact that he gave me. I know Shiki looks like a typical yandere that I thought I would hate, and seriously, at first I felt uncomfortable and scared by the way he behaved. But his character development, wow, I'm so amazed, and I can truly see how much he treasures the MC. Like, truly. I would cry if I didn't stream it at that time. And Suren, he looks like a red flag, but it's actually a green flag. Can't you just see that he's so freaking charming with his eyebrow raise? OMG. And Suren did so many things that touched my heart, and he also got the most memorable scene, so you already know my reason why I made him my top ally of the year. Okay, let's not forget about side characters who weren't in the spotlight yet still made a lasting impression. If I want to be honest, no side character has ever hooked me, like, never. But for 2024, I encountered two of them that caught my eye. Alice from Radiant Tale and Nikolai from Mirage Noir. Let's start with Alice. Oh my god, there's this scene in Radiant Tale where he is so cool. I mean, he's the captain commander, right? I fell in love with the way he managed everything. If you have played Radiant Tale, I know you know what I mean. And another side character that caught my eye is Nikolai from Mirage Noir. Seriously, I know this game hasn't fully been released yet, but his charm and his looks captivated me the moment I saw him. Please give him a root. Oh my god, I mean, you made him look like that, looking hot like that, for a reason, right? So it's going to be such a waste if you don't make him a love interest. If you want to know why I was captivated, you should see my reaction video here. And go play the demo, guys. It is so good, I'm telling you. The only indie Otome game that I like and managed to capture my interest. And last category, but not the least, is unexpected ally that I love of the year. Sometimes in Otome games, there are some allies that I personally don't like based on their appearance or personality, so I have low expectations of them. But in 2024, I encountered some allies that really surprised me, and they even made me adore them. The first is Shiki from Dance with Devils. I already explained my reasons earlier, and I typically don't like yanderes, only tame yanderes, so at first I thought Shiki would be too much to handle, but it turns out his story and his truth is really good, and I enjoyed the way they wrap it up. Plus, his character development was amazing. Next is Seren from Matsurika no Kei. Seriously, at first, I didn't even want to play his role because he's not my type. He looks so pretty, like a girl. I mean, he even looks more elegant and graceful than our MC. But his story and character development turned out to be so beautiful and satisfying to see. He managed to prove that he is not like what I thought he would be. And lastly, Kamiya Yun from Binary Star. Gosh, when I first looked at him, I felt in our first meeting, he's so loud and cheerful, the kind of guy who wants to hang out with us all the time. Too clingy. That's the correct word. Too clingy. But then he surprised me, like for real. He surprised me in his truth. Like, wow, he managed to change into a whole different person, making him look so hot. I love his shirt so much. And by the way, Binary Star is also an underrated game that you should check out. And that's it. That's it, guys. My Otome Wrap for 2024. I had such a good time making this list, and please tell me what is your Otome Wrap for 2024. My resolution for 2025, of course, I'm waiting for overrequests the most, and I plan to play more unlocalized Otome games because the hidden gems are in there. And how about you guys? What is your Otome Wrap for this year? Did you have a blast? Share your experience in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!